Namaskara ellarigu. So today I'm doing something different, alright? So all my previous videos, they kind of focused on PS5, the PS5 that I was playing, and shout out to my second sister Panaga and my second brother-in-law Lakshmish Kaushik for gifting me that PS5 2 years ago. That kind of helped me in the journey that I'm doing right now. So today I'm doing something different. I'm actually playing a mobile game called Marvel Contest of Champions. So this is an Android / iOS game compatible with all mobile devices. It's basically just like Tekken. It's a head-to-head game where players can fight against AI, but there is no multiplayer here. Multiplayer, as in, of course, you can be part of a multiplayer group that kind of fights against other groups. It's something called as an alliance. But as a player, you cannot fight with other players across the world. For example, it doesn't work like eFootball or FIFA, where I recently played an online match. So this is a fighting game, and this is of course related to Marvel. And this is the roster of champions that I do have right now. Of course, there's a lot of champions that you may see. Look here. So there is Spider-Man Supreme. So the Spider-Man Supreme is basically 1 second. Yeah, so Spider-Man Supreme is basically a Spider-Man in a universe where he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. So basically he's the Doctor Strange plus Spider-Man of that universe. So you can see that, Hercules from Disney, of course, but of course Hercules is also a character explored in Marvel as well. And of course, Wolverine, but this is not this is not Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, obviously. It's basically Wolverine's daughter, Laura Kinney, who was basically shown in Logan, the movie Logan, where Laura is basically the clone daughter of Wolverine, who is James Howlett Jr. Of course, shout out to Wolverine game that is coming next month on PS5. I have a lot of plans for that, so stay tuned, guys. So this is the roster of champions that I do have. So today, of course, I can't explain all the fights or the mechanisms of fights that are there. There are countless types of fights. There is, of course, a story mode where you kind of explore the entire story of the game, which is basically the Grandmaster's universe. So I'm not gonna get into that. There is an event quest that's a monthly quest that happens every month. So that is something that I've already completed. This is Agatha Harkness. And of course there is Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds is kind of a multiplayer game, but of course when you're attacking against basically, okay, let me explain. So Battlegrounds is actually a multiplayer game where you compete with another player across the world. But as I said, the key difference is when you fight against a champion from the other player's side, you are fighting against an AI only. You are not actually, like, for example, if I am playing as Wolverine and if the opposite player is playing as Captain America, he isn't controlling the Captain America that I am going to be fighting, but I'll still be playing as Wolverine, right? So for example, if the other player plays against my Wolverine, from his point of view, he's still fighting an AI. So that is how it is. Anyway, I just want to explore something named as Apex Coliseum today, and there is a new fighter in town. So these first 3 fights is something that I have already completed. Like, I have gained maximum amount of points. You can see it right here. It's basically Mojo, Korg and Medusa. So this is a new champion that they have released with a lot of buffs. So this is Emma Frost. X-Men fans know her. Men of culture, men and women of culture, I would say. Alright, let's see what her stats are and how to fight. So the 79980, that is the stat rating of Emma Frost for this particular fight. So let us check it out. So there's a lot of buffs here. I'm not going to get into the details, but the key differentiating factor or the difficulty factor when fighting Emma Frost is basically she reverses controls. So basically, when I'm dashing forward, like for example, if I input a command where I need to dash forward, my fighter basically dashes back. So the controls are kind of reversed. So that is the main hurdle. And if I remember correctly, there is a champion named Juggernaut who is actually immune to reverse control. So I think I'll play as Juggernaut first, and then we'll see how it goes. Let's see who are the top attackers in this particular conquest that we can view. Oh, apparently it's the Serpent. Alright, no Juggernaut? Okay, looks like Juggernaut is not the right champion after all for this fight. Let's see. Anyway, that is the content of this video. I'm going to be playing as a 7-star Juggernaut as well. Oh no, yeah. Okay, guys, major fumble from my side. It's okay, now I get it. Now I get it why Juggernaut isn't there. Because as you can see, there is a star-like icon here, right? As you can see. So that's a filtered list. Filtered list as in you can only select attacker from a filtered group of people. So Juggernaut is not in this because as you know in the comics as well, Juggernaut is immune to reverse control. Sorry, he is immune to psychic attack from his half-brother Professor X. So in the same way in this game, Juggernaut is immune because of his helmet. I'm not gonna get too close into the story, but anyway. So looks like I can't play as Juggernaut, and the only good champions that I can use here are Titania, a 6-star fully upgraded Titania, 7-star Titania, fully upgraded Ghost. Okay, that's interesting. But you know what? Enough of me yapping. Let's start the fight. So I'm gonna play as a 6-star Titania. Let's go. Alright, wish me luck, guys. Hope I don't get battered in the first few minutes. Or should I take that? Oh, okay. So far, the best thing with Titania is she gets unstoppable buffs as well. So that is pretty amazing. Alright. Okay. Didn't expect that. I thought that was a reverse control right there. Oh. Okay, this is a bit confusing, I would say. Alright, that was a reverse control right there. That's the special attack 2 that I just performed. For some reason there was no reverse control there. Okay, now I get the game. So there are certain moments where the controls don't kind of get reversed. Alright, this is a bit tough, but alright, let's see. Okay, now I don't think I can. Yeah. So when the blue buff over there says that. Okay. Alright. That was good. Come on, Diamond Lady. So now I think the reverse control, yes. This is pretty good, guys, so far. Alright, that's pretty cool. And Titania deals massive damages because of her Fury. Fury is a buff where basically your attacker's attack stats kind of gets a massive boost. So that is what is happening right now. Unstoppable there. Amazing. Okay. Looks like I've got a hang of this game, as in this quest. Amazing. Alright, that was cool. Amazing. Oh no! I didn't time it. won't say I didn't time it. I thought the controls were already reversed. So this is tricky, guys, because at one point you will have reverse control, the other point you won't have reverse control. So this is definitely tricky. I wouldn't say this is an easy fight at all. See, that's what I was talking about. And now the controls are what? I thought knocking them down is going to non-reverse the reverse attack, if you can make any sense of it. Okay, now the controls are unreversed. Okay, now the controls will be reversed once she hits the special attack. Right. Awesome. So what the thing that says dexterity, right? That's basically when you can dodge. No. Oh, because I was unstoppable, I didn't get the full brunt of. Oh no! Power sting. Looks like I'm gonna lose this fight in a minute. And also, I think I forgot to mention, this Colosseum fight is a what do you say? This Colosseum fight is basically an infinite fight where the villain always has infinite number of health bars. The main mission of this quest is how many health bars you can clear, and there is no time limit. As there are ranks basically in this game called Thronebreaker, Conqueror, etc. Right now I am in a rank called Valiant. So in a Valiant rank, if I remember correctly, the time limit is kind of taken away. Shout out to a gamer called Seatin, who kind of makes amazing content on YouTube. So I've actually watched a lot of his videos, and I have actually learned some of the dexterity moves, dodges, and how to defeat main boss enemies. So shout out to him. Okay, let's continue. Yeah. Now the controls were reversed. Alright, go ahead, baby. Oh no. Okay, not too bad for my first fight in the Colosseum. So I think this was okay, new best because this was my first fight, of course, with Emma Frost in the Colosseum. So yeah, that's it, guys. I wanted to explore this fight, and I also wanted to ensure, or should I say make sure, that I absolutely do mobile gaming as well. So it's not just console gaming. I'm a vivid desktop or a you would say cross-platform gamer, I would say. So PS5 is my go-to place, of course. But this is a game. For example, I have to finish this story quickly. So I started playing this Marvel Contest of Champions game in the year 2016 or 2017, if I remember. I did continue playing it all the way through my studies in the US, and when I started working over there as well. I almost played it for 4 days straight, 4 years straight, before I got back to my country, and that is when, of course, life happens and you gotta discontinue some things. So now I started playing this game again after maybe 5 to 6 long years. So I restarted playing this game again during April of this year. So, alright guys, I'm not gonna bore you with my stories anymore. So that's it. That's the content for this particular day, and see you in the next video. Thank you for all the support that I've been getting in the last 2 weeks. The subscriber count, the views, and the likes, and especially the comments as well. So ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಹೀಗೇನೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಿ. I would love it. I would definitely love a lot of support from you guys. So let me know if you liked this video, and of course comment below, like and subscribe as well. Thank you.